There's a big changing energy right now, and I'm pretty sure you've been feeling it. All the changes, it can be a lot, but I know that you know that this shift that's happening right now brings with it the most rewards of any shift yet. And there's a reason for this. And today I'd like to share it with you. It's true that you create your reality. It's very true. But what I want to show you right now is a kind of secret that it took me a long time to figure out. And so I hope that it may aid you in your journey as well. Here you'll see on the screen the scale of vibration. Now notice how the top of the scale, love, peace, joy, enlightenment. The reason I'm showing this to you, the reason why it's important today, is because the way you create your reality can be summed up to one simple statement, in my personal opinion, after years of being on this path. It's really this simple. Life gives you exactly who you are right now in this moment, meaning that we don't always get what we want. And it also means that we don't always get what we focus on or obsessively visualize or try to affirm to ourselves. What we always do get is exactly who we are right now in this moment. So as this shift takes place and as you feel some of these things coming up from within, we may be noticing right now in this time some things within us that are painful, some things that hurt. And because we've learned about reality creation, our ego, the part of us that wants to think they're the ones responsible for the reality creation, but they're misinformed, and I'm going to share that with you in this video. It's going to change the way you see manifestation. They think they're in charge. So when you don't feel well, your immediate reaction this winter, if you have kind of surface level information about reality creation, is actually you're going to create more resistance in your life, because you're going to try to turn away from how you don't want to feel right now. You might not feel well. You might feel the changing energy. These things are being brought up on purpose because your willingness to look at them and integrate these new lessons and expansion is what will actually create true change within you. And again, because reality gives you who you are, once you have that real internal shift, then you can get more of those things that you like in life. But what we need to remember and understand through this new shift and through this winter is that the real things that we need to be doing are within us, not outside of us. So that part of you that wants to stay so intensely focused on your goals and you're just working really hard and trying to stay in the right vibe because you know how important vibration is, actually, when you look at this scale, will pull you lower vibrationally. Understand this. As you're thinking it's super important and you're trying really hard to raise your vibration, you're actually lowering it. Love, joy, peace, and enlightenment. Do you see this? You know, I know you know this. At your core, you feel it. It's the truth. That these vibrations ripple and emanate within the person who isn't trying to change their situation, but who is here right now, in this exact moment, in this exact day. They're not trying to get over here. They're not spending all day walking around believing that their happiness is over there in the accomplishment of that goal. No. The version of you that's in these vibrations understands the most fundamental truth about reality. You do create your reality, but it's a process that happens naturally. By you trying to focus intensely on creating your reality, you actually lower your vibration. You create more resistance and pain and suffering within yourself. And because life gives you who you are right now in this moment, you end up with more pain, more suffering, more problems. And you scratch your head and wonder, do I really create my reality? Do I possibly misunderstand something? Or is the universe against me? You're seeing this video today on purpose. Remember, life gives you that which you are right now from within, meaning you're only seeing this because you are ready to take reality creation to the next level. You're ready to surf this new shift, this new wave of transformation that I'm seeing within myself. I'm seeing it within everybody I know, and I know you're feeling it too. It's time we wake up even more than we have been and realize that the real solution isn't actually to try to manifest more things for ourselves. That's the opposite of the solution. It creates more problems. The real solution is to go within ourselves, allow these new energies and changes that are happening to happen. Don't resist them, don't push against them. If you don't feel well, your first instinct, egoically, will be to try to change the way you feel. But what I want you to understand is that it's not your feelings that create reality, okay? Remember, you get who you are, and you are not your feelings. You are not your thoughts. Those have nothing to do with you. That's not who you are. Truly, it's not. You must know that by now, right? You aren't your feelings, you aren't your thoughts. So if reality gives you who you are being right now in this moment, and when you don't feel well, you get super resistant and take it upon yourself to change the way you feel and change the way you're thinking, who are you actually being? You're being someone that's not okay with the way that things are. And the way that life will match you, the way reality will match you, is by saying, okay, this person doesn't like the way things are, here's more things to not like. Because I unconditionally support you, because I'm reality, I'm the universe. I don't judge. That must be what you need right now, because that's who you're being. So the person who's really actually at that higher end of the vibrational scale is someone who's at peace. Somebody who does not believe that there's any manifestation or goal or relationship or amount of money out there that will bring them joy and satisfaction. That's not how they think. It's not who they are. Who they are is someone who understands fundamentally that they are not their thoughts. They are not their feelings. They are not their possessions. They are not the level of success they have. They are not their relationships. They are not any of it. They simply are. They are free of those weights, of those labels, of those beliefs that so many of us in the Western American civilization have, that the answer to life is to work really hard and accomplish something. So we wake up with these goals, and the Rocky music starts playing. Dun dun dun, dun dun dun, dun 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 dun. Right? Da 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 da. You've heard that music playing behind you, right? And you're running, and you're running, and you're working really hard to accomplish something. But where are you running to? Nowhere. You're on essentially a treadmill. You're not actually getting anywhere. You're on a merry-go-round that goes nowhere. The reason you're here seeing this video and the reason I'm speaking it into reality is because this is what matters. And I truly believe that if you're here, you're part of this new evolution, that the difference that's coming into the world starts within you. And that means that we need to be honest, and it means that we need to be willing to feel the things that come up within ourselves. It means that when problems arise in our life, we stop labeling them as problems that need to be solved, and we greet them with open arms, and we welcome them, because we know that everything just is. If it's good, if it's bad, you're labeling it. It isn't either of those. It just is. Embrace it. Allow it to transform you. Because when you really do transform from within, I promise you that that's when life comes and greets you with new manifestations that match that new level of consciousness you've realized within yourself. And so I'll say it again. Reality doesn't give you what you want. It doesn't give you what you're focused on. It doesn't give you what you think or what you feel. It gives you who you are. It simply reflects to you the truth of who you're being right now in this moment. So maybe the best way to raise our vibration, maybe the best way to create our reality, is to understand that this process happens naturally. It's not our job on the human level to try to figure out and make sure all those gears are turning. It's reality. It just happens. It just works. And as you try to turn those gears, as you try to change your situation, you make things worse for yourself. Let go. Embrace this now moment. Who's in your life? What's in your life? Where are you right now? What are you going through right now? Stop turning away from it and turn toward it. Because your ability to meet these things courageously is what someone who is on the vibration of love, joy, peace, and enlightenment is living their life as. I believe that this winter we will all join each other in this higher vibrational reality. and I know what it's like to get sad in the winter. Every single year I get sad. Seasonal affectiveness disorder. It's a pretty natural thing. But as long as you're identified with feeling amazing, then anytime you don't feel well, you're going to not feel well about not feeling well. Do you see how you amplify it and make it bigger when you resist it? Just let it happen. It's okay. Nothing that you gain for yourself in this life will stay with you. It will all wither way back into the nothingness of which it came. This is life. And the suffering comes from identifying with the ups and the downs and the attaching to all the things you think will save you. There's this peaceful line that stays the same, even when everything's going like this. And that's who you really are. And that's what I hope I've been able to share and communicate with you effectively today. Thanks. Much love to you. And if you'd like to check out Vibes and Frequencies services, you can do so in the description of this video. See you very soon.